Testing, testing.
Today, Lssu Vs Lakers take on Michigan State Spartans. Starting lineup, the Spartans starting at forward, number 19, Tyler Cole. At forward, number 2, Nolan Kaminsky. At forward, number 86, Matt Belkranakis. On the fence, number 5, Donovan Mitchell. On the fence, number 14, Brady Earing. Starting in goal, the Spartans, number 32, Connor Noitz. Head coach, James Martin. And now, the starting lineup for your Lake Superior State Lakers. Starting at forward, number 9, Blaine Dorian. Starting at forward, number 15, Andrew Langford. At forward, number 10, Derek Brown. On the fence, number 4, Seth Stuck. On the fence, number 6, Avery Tim. Starting at goal for the Lakers, number 29, Sean Petrovic. The Lakers are led by head coach Stephen Canisto. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring our country with the playing of the national anthem. Your officials for this afternoon is signed by Phil McCaffrey, Noah Kilmartin, and Alex French. Lake Superior State University reminds all spectators of your responsibility to respect both teams, all coaches, and game officials. If you witness unacceptable behavior in the stands or in the facility, contact game management. Thank you for your assistance in helping us maintain the high standards of educational athletes and sportsmanship.
Welcome back to Taffy Able for another game of Laker hockey. As the Lakers will throw this one down into the Spartan zone, as the Spartans will gather, moving this puck up into the middle. Dorian, the junior for the Lakers, will provide pressure as that puck's wrapped around. As the Spartans will play catch behind their own net before finding a player on the half wall. Brown creates a turnover there as the Spartans come back up the other way, hemmed in the zone this time by Langford. Spartans continue to hold possession in their zone as they'll look for a man coming up ice. As that play will be broken up, puck finds its way to the stick of Stock. He'll throw this one far side, high sticked by a Spartan. Quickly gathered by the Lakers as Brown will find Langford far side. As a Spartan stick will knock that one wide. Langford just missing Charlie Sullivan as a good back check by Sullivan will break up a play. Controlled by Petrovic behind the Lakers net. As that one finds the skates of a referee. Before getting wrapped back around, possessed by Sullivan. He will just miss his man far side. As Corwin coming around the Lakers net with some speed. As he'll try to find some open ice, stepped up on by a Spartan. As the Spartans almost get a chance coming the other way, good defensive effort by Poliski. As we will have this one whistled dead for offsides. This one is cycled around by the Lakers as Troxel will pressure. He makes a move around to Spartan as he will get that puck bumped by the net as he'll take a hit. Then this puck will find its way back to Troxel as he'll throw one, blockered away by the Spartans goalie. As these Spartans come back the other way with this one. As he'll take a shot, swallowed up by Petrovic. He can't get a hold on it. As a diving play by a Lakers defenseman coming back the other way, he'll keep that one out of the back of the net. As the Spartans hold this one up towards the blue line. They'll look back towards the half wall as he's taken out by a Laker. As that one's thrown on net, kicked away by Petrovic. Lakers will be able to clear this puck, and they will go for a change. As these Spartans come in, they'll rifle a shot gloved out of the air by Petrovic. As the Lakers will finish up that line change. Langford will win this face-off over to Dorian, as Dorian will try to find Brown off the wall with that one, picked off by a Spartan. This one flipped up and out by Raphael, as Dorian will send it up, missing Langford, as Langford and Brown pressure. This puck finds its way bouncing through the neutral zone. Spartans will make a good zone entry as they'll find this puck sticked away by Petrovic into the corner, pressured by Tim. Spartans possessing this puck along the outside, as that one's gonna find its way over a stick and be possessed by the Spartans goaltender. Spartans will move up ice. This will come all the way down, as that puck will be blocked away by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh able to clear that one with his skates, going all the way down. As the Spartans will have to come back to 100 feet. Unable to possess that one on the way out as Kavanaugh is able to find that, and this is going to find its way to Kavanaugh. He's going to make a nice move. He shoots, he scores! Christopher Kavanaugh put the Lakers up by one just 5 minutes into this first period. As a good step by Corwin on the blue line finds this puck to Sullivan, and a nice pass will find Kavanaugh cutting through the zone, and he'll be able to net the Lakers and put them up by one. This one will be held by Corwin in the corner. As Corwin will find Troxel. Troxel will go right back to Corwin through the middle. As the Lakers will go offside. As a chance for Corwin will be eaten up by the whistle. This one won far side by the Lakers, as it will be possessed by the Spartans. They'll look for a man going far side. So that one's tipped down, controlled by Petrovic for Poliski. So Lakers will look to clear. That one unable to as the Spartans find it back down in the corners. They'll look for a pass through the middle as that one's broken up. Spartans able to keep. As they'll throw a puck through the middle, far side of offenses. That one we tipped up just wide of Petrovic. As the Spartans possess in the Lakers zone. As they'll look for another man coming through the middle as the Lakers are going to take a penalty here. I believe possibly Jordan Troxel as the Spartans will have a 6-on-5 here. As they'll hold this up top. Looking for a man to the middle. He'll shoot just off the post as that one will beat Petrovic over the blocker. As we'll have this whistle down as Troxel's going to head to the box for a tripping call in front of the Lakers net. And we will have our first look at the Lakers penalty kill. First unit out for the Lakers consisting of Langford, Brown, Stock, and Tim. As they'll set up off to the blocker side of Petrovic. As this one will be won back by the Spartans. As that one will be thrown, swallowed up by Petrovic as he'll make a blocker save. This one will come back out in front, swept into the corner by Stock. Langford will force this one out as the Spartans will be able to keep that one in the zone. As this one's thrown far side, blockered away by Petrovic. Brown providing pressure up at the blue line as he'll force the Spartans down in the corner with some help from Tim. Stock pressured behind the net as now Tim will take his turn. Lakers doing a good job keeping the Spartans to the outside as Tim will pick that pass off. He'll hold down in the corner before trying to clear. Glove down by a Spartan at the blue line. Minute 13 left on that Troxel penalty as the Spartans will look for that puck through the middle, knocked away by Stock. This one thrown through the middle, sticked away by Stock as Langford will get a stick on that as he'll try to find Brown, but he'll opt to send this one all the way down. Lakers getting some fresh legs. It'll be Kavanaugh and Vega on the front end, with Corwin and Poliski on the back, as it'll be Vega providing pressure for the Lakers. We'll trade off with Kavanaugh, and then they'll go ahead and trade off again. The Spartans corralling this one behind their net. They'll find a man coming up the wall. Good back pressure by Vega, as Poliski will steer him all the way around Petrovic. He'll take a stop before finding another man on the half wall. Spartans playing with this puck on the outside. So that one's thrown in front, and it'll find its way through, and a nice couple saves by Petrovic will keep this one out of the back of the Lakers' net. 5 seconds left on that Troxel penalty as the Lakers will try to clear this one again, unable. Blockered away by Petrovic again. This puck finds its way out in front. As the Lakers will have a chance here, as it'll be Kavanaugh grabbing this puck, as he'll leave it back for Sullivan, as the Spartans will win that battle on the half wall. Spartans will wrap this one around, coming back the other way. It'll be met by Corwin at the blue line, as these Spartans will come up through the middle with this one. This will be Sullivan with it now, as we'll find Donley on the half wall. Donley looking for Stock far side, as that one will be just ahead of him. Possessed by Stock as he'll wrap up around Petrovic, finding Donley on the half wall. Donley looking for Sullivan through the middle as he can't get that one through. As this one will go all the way back, possessed by the Spartans, as they'll find a man coming up through the zone. Pressured by Troxel with some help from Stock. This one will find its way to Donnelly before finding its way to Tim. Tim coming up the ice with some speed. As we'll look for Troxel as that one will go off a skate before Troxel goes in. As Troxel's gonna go right into the Michigan State goalie before getting taken out. And then he'll take a couple cross checks on his way through to the corner. As the state goaltender will throw a punch in Jordan Troxel's direction. As we will see what will come out of this one. As it appears the Lakers are going to come out of this one on top. As we'll have two Spartans headed to the box. Troxel getting an interference call, and two Spartans receiving roughing penalties. As the Lakers will go 4-on-3 here for 2 minutes with 11:14 left in this first period. Lakers we're going to get some, I believe we'll be 5-on-4 here. And after some deliberation, the Lakers will have a 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Troxels will be written off as a matching binary. This one will find its way down, grabbed by Stock towards the top of the circles, as he will settle this one down. As that puck will find its way up to Kavanaugh, back over to Brown. Brown's pass not going to find its way, as Brown's going to be taken down through the middle of the ice, as the Spartans will possess this one, pressured by Langford. As the Spartans are going to get a chance here, as that one's thrown just wide of Petrovich. As this one now possessed by Stock. His first power play unit for the Lakers. Stock, Brown, Vega, Langford, and Kavanaugh. As Brown will have that one taken, as the Spartans will come back 2-on-2 the other way. As that one will be thrown past the glove of Petrovich off the crossbar and up out of play. 1 minute and 6 seconds left on this power play for the Lakers, as we will set up off to the blocker side of Petrovich. Sullivan on this face-off for the Lakers, as the Spartans will win this one back up to the blue line, pressured by Trzynski. Corwin will come up the short side, as Sullivan will take a hit there on the wall, as the Spartans are going to get a chance coming back here the other way. Sullivan on the back check, as he's going to take a man down. Sullivan's going to draw a penalty here, and the Spartans are going to get a penalty shot. 41 seconds left on that Lakers power play, as we will now get to see a one-on-one with Sean Petrovich, as the Spartans will deliberate who their shooter will be. .9:55 left in this first period, as Petrovich will settle back in his net, looking to keep the Lakers up by 1 here. Just over halfway done with this first period. the Spartans have deliberated their player. As he will pick up the puck, coming in on the blocker side of Petrovic. He'll slow down before hesitating, and they'll shoot, and a good blocker save by Petrovic will keep us here with a Lakers lead. A good move by the Spartans player coming in. Not good enough to beat Sean Petrovic, as he's here to answer the bell for the Lakers. We will set up here off the glove side of Petrovic now, as the Lakers top line of Langford, Kavanaugh, and Vega will come through the front end, with Brown and Stock on the back end of this power play. This one will be possessed by Stock with 30 seconds left in that Lakers power play. As this one will look for Vega through the middle, as it will be poked and possessed by the Spartans before they'll throw that one up into neutral ice. Spartans, as Vega will knock him off that puck before finding the puck back on his stick, as he'll possess that one back to Petrovic, who will hold. 9:16 left in this first period. 2 seconds left on those penalties. As we will once again line off to the glove side of Petrovic. Spartans pressured by Stock in the corner. They'll wrap this one all the way back around, as Tim will blow a tire in the corner going to get that puck. Before it'll go off a Lakers helmet. Thrown in front off a pant leg. That'll go wide of Petrovic, possessed by Tim. Tim and Stock binding up for the Lakers. The Stock will come out of it with that one, finding Sullivan on the half wall. Good look by Sullivan as he finds Kavanaugh coming up the far side with some speed. Kavanaugh he'll throw that one on net, as it'll be gloved out of the air by the Spartans goaltender. As our 3 players from prior penalties will join us back out on the ice. As this puck will be chipped up, and that one will go out of play. As we'll have a face-off here in front of the Spartans bench. As it'll be Williamson, Donnelly, and Rupp on the front end for the Lakers. This one will come up, pressured by Corwin, as he'll break up that play. As a big hit down in the corner by Donnelly, it'll send a Spartan flying. As that puck's thrown out in front, and a good save by Petrovic. As we will have a little extracurricular activity, as Donnelly seems to be engaged in the physical aspect for the Lakers tonight. This afternoon, I suppose. As it'll be Donnelly here off the blocker side of Petrovic, as he'll win that draw forward, as we'll have a Spartan down in the corner, as this puck will come back the other way. As we will have a penalty here on the Spartans. As our referees Alex French and Noah Kilmark will deliberate. Number 11 on the Spartans will receive a roughing penalty, as the Michigan State captain seems to be waiting to have some words with the official. This will bring us down to 8:05 left in this first period, as the Lakers will get their 3rd power play look of the game, just under 10 minutes ticked away, as we will set up shop off to the blocker side of the Michigan State net. As this one will find its way back to Stock. Stock will find Brown, as Brown will move this one to Stock as they'll trade places. Stock moving back to Brown up top, and Stock will grab that one home. Grab a one-timer that'll go just off the outside of the post. Repossessed by Stock back up top, finding Brown. Brown will look for Kavanaugh cutting through the far side, as that will find Kavanaugh, but that will then find its way out of the zone. Brown will spot this one for Stock before going up past the Lakers bench with some speed. Langford coming up the far side, as he'll chip this one in, as he'll gather that one uncontested before finding Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh will leave this up top for Stock, and Stock will throw this one on the net. Off the chest of the Spartans goaltender, as the Spartans will clear that one down. Spotted by Petrovic. As Langford will go for a change for the Lakers. This will be taken by Poliski. Stock will come out of the Lakers zone with this one with some speed. This will make a nice move cutting to the middle. So we'll find Brown far side. Brown just missing Vega on the back doorstep, as the Spartans will come up 1-on-3 with a good back check by Stock. Stock will dump a man, as we will have the net come off, as we have a Spartan slow to get up in the corner. Vega held on by the officials, as we will set up shop off to the blocker side of Petrovic with 6:49 left here in the first period. 45 seconds to go on that Lakers power play, as Troxel, Sullivan, Vega, Poliski, and Corwin will lead the charge for the Lakers, as Poliski will spot this one back for Corwin, as they won't be able to possess that one. Gloved out of the air by Corwin, as he'll cross for pulling up the top of the Spartan zone. Finding Sullivan on the far side, Sullivan will hold before moving it far side to Poliski just over his stick. As that one's thrown by the Spartans into their own bench, as this one will stay inside as we move down to the 6:15 mark. Lakers still hanging on to that 1-0 lead by an early Kavanaugh goal. As this draw will be possessed by the Spartans, thrown all the way down, as Petrovic will spot this one for Corwin. As Corwin will throw this one far side for Stock. Will make a move before having this puck stripped away, as the Spartans are going to get a chance here coming the other way. As he'll make a nice move and a blocker save by Petrovic. That'll be number 13 for him on the day here in this first period, as the Lakers are going to get another power play, as Troxel will draw his second penalty of the game. So that'll be Lucia for the Spartans, taking back-to-back penalties, as we will get a fourth look at the Lakers power play. They are 0 for 3 so far tonight. They will look to better that percentage, as Langford will line up here in the dot for the Lakers, as he'll win this one back over to Stock. Stock spotting it back out for Langford, as that will come up, as the Spartans will be able to throw that one all the way down. As they'll find out one in front, as the Spartans are going to find one here, as they're going to tie this one up short-handed with 5:29 left in the first period. The Lakers caught sleeping as they got beat back to an iced puck, And a Spartan was able to join the rush and find himself some open ice in front. As that one will beat Petrovich under the blocker side. As the Lakers will look to reset here with their second power play unit. It'll be the Spartans winning that draw, possessed by Corwin. Corwin will hold as the Lakers will move up ice. Corwin still holding behind the Lakers net before moving and finding Sullivan on the wall. As this puck's gonna get out and the Lakers will have to regroup to avoid an offsides call. As Corwin will find Troxel on the far side. Troxel making a move, leaving it for Sullivan as he'll go in firing one. As that one will be swallowed up by the Spartans goaltending. Winding us down to 4:53. A minute and 10 seconds left on this Lakers power play as they now look to regather their lead. As this one will be skated over by a couple of players before finding its way to Dorian, who will leave it for Sullivan. Sullivan will find Corwin up top. Will throw that one towards the net, swallowed up by a Spartan defenseman in front before a nice keep by Corwin as the Spartans trying to clear. Sullivan will find Poliski on the far side as Poliski will try to find Sullivan coming back through the middle as that one won't go. It'll be Troxel fighting in the corner as this one finds its way to Sullivan as he'll possess on the half wall, finding Corwin up top. This will gather this one back as the Spartans are going to take another penalty against Jordan Troxel as he's going to take a cross check as he's going to be down in front. As Troxel will draw his fourth penalty of the game as the Spartans appear to be all over him tonight. As Troxel will get one here as well. This one's spotted back by Petrovich. 13 seconds left on that Lakers power play as we will wait to hear the officials' penalties on this last play as it's Luke Vega providing some pressure as these Spartans will find a man coming out of the box. Stock back on for the Lakers to answer as the Spartans will find that one out in front, blocked by Petrovich as that one will come all the way out of the Lakers zone. Held on to by Stock before throwing a stretch pass that'll go just over the head of Brown. As we will have an icing call. 3:13 left in this first period. One back by the Spartans as they'll find a man coming through the middle. Good stick by Stock will break that one up, as it will be Tim grabbing this behind Petrovic for the Lakers. As we get just under 3 minutes, as Tim's pass looking for Kavanaugh won't make it. As this puck coming back through is thrown, as the Spartans are going to beat Petrovic up over the shoulder, as they're going to take a 2-1 lead here with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first period. Langford, Brown, and Dorian for the Lakers on the front end, as they will look to tie this game up, as the Spartans will throw one out in front, as that one's going to go right off the head of Petrovic. Frew coming back out in front, as the Spartans will throw this one back in. Lining up off to the blocker side of Petrovic. This one thrown right back in front.
Penalty number 84, Gordon Cross with 2 minutes for a high stick. Spartans penalty number 9, Jack Miller with 2 minutes for cross check. Final penalty is 4-17.
As Troxel and the Michigan State player will receive 2-minute misconducts along with 10-minute misconducts, as they will join us back about halfway through the second period. Pressured by Dorian on the half wall, as the Spartans will make a nice move around him, sticked away by Petrovic. Brown providing pressure, as the Spartans will keep cycling this one deeper into the Lakers zone. Good breakup by Brown on that one-timer, as this one will find its way all the way back to Trzynski. Trzynski will flip this one out to Dorian, unable to possess. The Spartans will throw this one back up the far side. They'll find a man coming through the middle. His whole throw one on net, padded away by Petrovic before being regathered by Trzynski, as he'll come around there with some speed, as he's going to get taken down, as the Lakers are going to get another power play opportunity with 1 minute and 22 left in this first period. This one will be blocked by a Michigan State player on a shot by Brown. It is now possessed by Stock, as the Lakers will go offsides with this one as we wind down to 1 minute and 12. this puck moved by Brown over to Stock. As Stock will dump this one in. As the Spartans will clear that one all the way down to Petrovic.
First period.
As we tick to just under a minute. Vega coming up this near side with some speed as he'll cut towards the Spartans net. Opting to hold on. As he'll pull up, leaving it for Langford. He'll dish it up to Stoik up top. Brown holding as he'll find Langford far side. Langford back to Brown as Brown's going to have this one poked away from him as the Spartans are going to get a breakaway chance here on Petrovic as that one's going to be swallowed up by Petrovic as he'll keep this one within one. There's this one really gathered by Dorian as he'll find Sullivan on the far side. Sullivan will chip this one into the Spartan zone, pressured by Dorian. As this one's going to find its way all the way out. As we wind down to 10 seconds left here. Sullivan will leave this for Troxel. As Sullivan will try to find a man coming through the middle. As that will wind down the entirety of our first period. As the Spartans will end this first period up 2-1. As we will see you back here in 15 minutes. here for the start of the second period. The Lakers have been assessed a 5-minute major to number Jordan Troxel, as he will receive a 5-minute major for spearing. As the Spartans will have this one picked off by Brown. The Spartans will start their 4-minute and 19-second power play as Stock is going to take a penalty here, as the Lakers are now going to go 5-on-3. So it will be Kavanaugh, Tim, and Poliski for the Lakers. This one's pressured by Tim and Kavanaugh up top. As that one will go just wide of Petrovic, as the net will be thrown back on by the official. So this one will find its way to the middle, blocked by Poliski in front for the Lakers. Pretty good. Minute 32 left on that Stock penalty that will be expiring first, as the Spartans continue to hold this one on the outside. As that one's blocked away by Petrovic. Lakers doing a good job at staying tight in this penalty kill. Not tying up is a good stick there by Tim. Almost gets a chance for the Lakers to clear. So that puck will come far side, as Tim will clear that one, as the Lakers will be able to hold on to this one, as that one will be thrown down the ice by Poliski. Vega replacing Kavanaugh, as Poliski and Tim will stay. This puck going far side, as it's held up top in the middle. That one thrown just wide, controlled by the Spartans still. 30 seconds left on that Stock penalty, as that one goes back door. Spartans pull that around as that one's thrown just off the outside of the net, as they will move this one back up top. As the Spartans get a pair of fresh legs on the ice, they hold on to the puck on this outside, moving the puck along the blue line. Pressured up top by Vega and Tim. As that puck will be thrown back door, just poked away. It'll be Vega to pressure. That puck thrown, good save by Petrovic. Another big save by Petrovic. And that'll be Tim able to clear that one, as Stock will come out of the box for the Lakers. As the Lakers will get a couple pairs of fresh legs on the ice. Poliski will still remain. Minute 50 left on that Troxel major, as this puck's a good stick by Vega, as that puck will almost be cleared by Trzynski. Poliski knocks this just out of reach of Stock, as the Spartans will possess this one behind Petrovic. They'll turn out in front, finding a man far side, as he'll be taken down by Vega. As a man coming off that, he'll find a wide open man in front, as that puck shot, as Petrovic got knocked down out of position, and a Spartans player will throw that one wide of the empty net. Pressured by Trzynski up top, as this puck will go far side, as that puck will be thrown, and that one will beat Petrovic up over the blocker side, as the Lakers get out of position, and a Spartan's able to walk down the top of the slot. That Spartans goal will send us back to even strength as the Spartans take a 3-1 lead. I'm sorry, not back to even strength. As the Lakers still have 40 seconds of penalty to kill, as the Spartans will have a 3-on-2 down low, as they'll throw this one just wide of the pad of Petrovic. Brown, Langford, Trzynski, and Tim for the Lakers. As this one thrown, as the Spartans are going to find an open man out in front, as they will net another, increasing their lead to 3. As we wind down to 15:33 in this second period, as the Spartans have netted 2 unanswered goals in the first 5 minutes of this period. Stock will hold this one behind the Lakers net. Cycling this one back, looking for Vega, as the Spartans will pick that off. Thrown far side, pressured by Kavanaugh, as he's able to get a stick on it, forcing it down deep into the Spartan zone. Then pressured by Vega, as the Spartans will come out fairly uncontested, as that Troxel major will finally wind off, knocking the Lakers back to full strength. Kavanaugh unable to clear this one for a hopeful Sullivan down the ice. As this one thrown wide, sent right back out in front by the Spartans, but that one's going to find its way all the way down, possessed by their goaltender, sent for a stretch pass, as that one will go wide of him, gathered by Stock, who will wrap this up the wall to Sullivan. Sullivan, Brown, and Langford coming up the ice, as that one will be knocked off a stick, as Brown's going to get a chance here, as he will get taken out entering the zone, and we will have a offsides call. 14:23 left in this second period, as Dorian, Brown, and Langford will stay on for the Lakers, accompanied by Tim and Raphael. As Tim will move this one up just out of reach of Brown, pressured by Langford. As the Spartans will find this one, as they'll send this one all the way around, gathered by Tim. Tim finding Dorian on the half wall, who will find Brown streaking far side. Brown chipping this one in, beating the Spartans player to the puck, as he will be greeted by 2. Over to Dorian, as Dorian will throw this one off a pad, as he'll take a body looking for Langford in front. Raphael over to Tim, as Tim will throw this one, knocked down by a Spartan, as Langford's going to throw this one, as I believe we're going to have a penalty on the Lakers. As both players will head to the box, as we will go 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. 13:49 left in this second period. As this one gathered by Vega, brought up out of the zone, possessed by Corwin. Corwin and Vega with a miscommunication, as they'll turn this one over to the Spartans, who will come into the Lakers zone, throwing this one sticked up and out of play by Petrovic. This one will find its way to Kavanaugh, as he will slide this one over to Vega, who makes the nice move, as They will collide as the Spartans will have a 3-on-1. They'll throw this one just off the crossbar, beating Petrovic, as now the Lakers will come back 3-on-2 the other way. Stock will move this over to Vega as Vega will fire this one into the chest of the Spartans goaltender. Langford and Sullivan on the front end for the Lakers. As the Spartans will come streaking up the far side, it'll be Corwin stepping, knocking this puck into the corner. Picked off by Sullivan as he'll find Langford, who will find Corwin as the Lakers might get a chance coming up 3-on-2. Back to Corwin as Corwin will find this one far side to Langford. A good back check by the Spartans will break that one up. Spartans coming back the other way as they'll find a man far side. As a big hip check by Corwin will knock that puck off the Spartan stick. As that one will be poked up and out of play by Corwin. Taking us to 12:29 left in the second period. We will have a face-off right down here in front of us outside the Lakers zone. Kavanaugh on the face-off, as that puck won't find its way to Vega off the wall. Spotted back for Tim by Petrovic. Vega will take that puck from behind the net as he'll come up the far side with some speed. He'll make a move to the middle as he'll get a stick tangled up in him as the Spartans will pick that one off to be met by Corwin. As Vega will knock a Spartan off that puck, controlled back to Kavanaugh and Tim. Tim will hold this one, spotting it for Corwin, who will spin and find Vega. Vega finding Tim on the far wall as Tim will come across the red line. He will get this puck into the Spartan zone. As Corwin will back out as the Spartans get some fresh legs on the ice as they will come back up the other way. Corwin forcing his man wide as the Spartans will throw this one out in front. It'll go off some skates. We're going back the other way as the Spartans will try to wrap it, met by the pad of Petrovic. Puck onto the half wall will be flipped up far side as that one won't go all the way for an icing. As Kavanaugh will change, as Dorian will strip this puck coming around the net as he'll get some help from Langford off the bench. As Sullivan will hold this one, trying to find Poliski, as the Spartans are going to have a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Good breakup by Tim. Tim will hold before wrapping this one all the way to Langford, who will chip this one out of play, out into the neutral zone. Puck gathered by Poliski, as he will hold, flipping this one into neutral ice to be pressured by Langford. Sullivan will lose an edge coming in front as the Spartans coming back the other way. As that one will be gloved down and into the lap of Petrovic with 10:26 left in this second period. This one will be won and held onto by Poliski as he'll find Stock on the far side as that puck will be moved to McMichaels in the middle. Williamson pressuring in the corner. Puck one back to Stock as he'll fire that one right into the stomach of Trzynski. That one held in by Poliski in the Spartan zone as he'll throw that one all the way around. Pressured back out by the Spartans as we'll have an offsides call here outside the Lakers zone. as Trzynski will lose this draw, as the Spartans will come in, as they will fire that one right into the chest of Petrovic, taking us to 9:45. The Spartans out shooting the Lakers 28-8, as this one possessed by Poliski onto the stick of Rop. Rop finding Trzynski far side. This will throw that one, gathered by Williamson. Williamson will take a hit in the corner. Good back pressure by Rop, as the Spartans will cross neutral ice. They'll come into the zone. They'll throw this one just wide of Petrovic for trying to find a man back in front. Pressured by Williamson, thrown into the corner, thrown out in front, sticked away by Petrovic onto the stick of a Spartan. That man will lose an edge going into the corner, pressured by Stock, as Williamson will spot this one for Stock. Stock finding his way through a Spartan defenseman. This will throw this one just off the blocker of the Spartans goaltender. This puck finding a stick as icing will be waved off. Grabbed by Williamson behind the Lakers net, as Hull take a hit down behind the net, as he's going to go down hard, as we will have a penalty call on the Spartans for boarding. The Lakers will get a power play here with 8:41 left in the second. As Stock will hold this one up top for the Lakers, throwing this one on net, blockered away. As Langford able to get there in time to knock this one down. As the Lakers will repossess in neutral ice. As Stock will leave this one for Vega. Vega winding his way through a couple of Spartans before having this one stripped. As good pressure by Vega will keep this one in the zone onto the stick of Langford. Langford finding Kavanaugh. As Kavanaugh will throw this one down low to Brown, as Brown will tap that one through the Spartans goaltender's legs wide. Held on to by Stock, finding Brown down low. Brown will find Stock up top. Stock will hold, he'll shoot. Blocker it away. Onto the stick of Vega, then to Brown. Brown will slide this back up to Stock. Stock back over to Brown. Brown one-timer, he shoots, he scores! Derek Brown with a feed from Seth Stock will pull the Lakers within 2. That goal scored at 7:54 left in this second period. Brown from Stock will pull the Lakers back within 2 as the Lakers continue to try to claw their way back into this game. This draw won back by the Spartans as that puck finds its way into neutral zone. Good step by Corwin as that one will be swallowed up by Petrovic.
Power play goal, 7:54.
This one up as Langford unable to hold it, as it will find its way over to the Spartans. Held behind the net as Brown will possess this one for the Lakers, as Poliski will wrap this one back behind Petrovic. Puck out in front to Dorian, as Dorian unable to clear that one, as it finds a Spartan down in the corner. Langford throws this one up the middle, pressured by Williamson, picked off by Dorian. Dorian will hold Hull fan on that shot before losing his stick going into the corner. Puck regathered by Williamson on the half wall, as the Spartans will look for a stretch pass picked off by Trzynski. Trzynski will throw this one towards the net looking for Williamson headed backdoor, as that one won't go. Break pressure by Ropp as the Spartans will find a man, as it'll be met by Corwin in the middle, as this puck will find its way to Trzynski. Petrovic leading that pass as Trzynski will make a nice move before getting taken down, as Williamson unable to pick that puck, as the Spartans will come up, as they'll find a man far side, as Petrovic will be there to meet, as we will have a whistle out here in front of Petrovic. As this one kept in by the Spartans, thrown far side, as we will have an icing call with 5:44 left in this first period, second period. As this one will be held on to by Petrovic. This face-off just off to the glove side of Petrovic. Sullivan on this face-off for the Lakers, one over to Raphael. Back behind the net to Tim, as he will gather, flipping this one out of the zone to Sullivan. As Kavanaugh will then possess this one for the Lakers, throwing it far side. As the Spartans will regroup for this one, throwing that one up, as that one will be high-sticked. And no whistle to blow it dead. Spartans find this one far side as we wind down to the 5-minute mark. Sticked out by Vega as hold pressure, and him and Sullivan will get a chance coming the other way. Vega will hold this one, will shoot, will score! Luke Vega rifles this one under the glove of this Michigan State goaltender, as he will pull the Lakers back within one. Vega able to create an opportunity off a turnover by the Spartans at the top of the Lakers zone, as he will look off the pass to Sullivan and throw this one right under the glove of the Michigan State goaltender. And with just under 5 minutes, the Lakers will pull back within one. Pressured by Stock behind the net, as he will move this one up the wall. As he'll chip this one in the middle to Langford. Langford's going to have a chance here. He's going to shoot, as that one will be just off the toe of the Michigan State goaltender. As the Spartans come back the other way. Good back pressure by Brown to make this a 2-on-2. As the Spartans will find this one out in front. As Petrovic is going to hold on to this one. As we're going to have a scrum out in front. As a good backdoor save by Petrovic keeps the Lakers within one. Spartans out shooting Lakers 31-14 as we line up to the blocker side of Petrovic. This one thrown just wide. Pressured by Stock in the corner, thrown out in front to Corwin, as Corwin is going to overskate this one, as the Spartan will be knocked down by Stock. Langford flipping this one up to Brown, as Brown's going to be all alone. He's going to throw this one just over the net. Possessed by Corwin in neutral ice, thrown back for Stock. Stock will hold his whole look. He's going to throw this one far side. That'll be picked off by a Spartan on its way to Brown. Good back pressure by Brown to pick this stick, as he will get some help from Langford and Corwin. Corwin flipping this puck out in front of the Lakers zone. It's going to be picked off by the Spartans, as they're going to take this one And they're going to shoot and score off a bad turnover by the Lakers out in front of their own net. And with 3:38, these Spartans will reclaim their 2-goal lead. As Poliski will step up on this one, chipped out of the zone by Trzynski, pressured by Williamson. As Trzynski will gather this one behind the net onto the stick of Williamson, as that one will hop up, gathered and held onto by Petrovic. Winding us down to 3:15 left in this second period. Lakers looking to hang on to the life that they've created this period, as that one will be thrown wide, gathered by Tim, as Tim will find Trzynski. Trzynski just looking as this one will find its way to Rop. Rop throwing this one into the Spartan zone, as this one will come back through neutral ice, as the Spartans will come back the other way. This one thrown towards the net, just wide of Petrovic. As the Spartans will hold this one behind the net, and they'll find a man in the slot, opting to chip it back down low. Held on to down low by the Spartans. Turnover created by Trzynski, flipped up into neutral ice. Trzynski and Rop will go for a change. They'll be taken by Kavanaugh and Vega. Spartans entering the zone as he's met by a couple of Lakers at the blue line. Puck chip to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh fan on that pass, as that puck will get flipped up and held in by the Spartans. Spartans will find a man up top as they'll throw that one towards the net. Tipped on its way to Petrovic. Good blocker save. This one thrown far side, chipped out by Williamson. As Kavanaugh will pick this one off on its way, as he will throw this one as it'll be blocked by a Spartan defenseman. Poliski and Stock on the ice now for the Lakers, as the Spartans will come back the other way. Puck broken up by Stock. Poliski will take a man out in the corner as he'll get some help from Kavanaugh. This puck finding its way to Sullivan, who will find Stock coming through the middle. Stock will make a nice move as he's unable to keep that one around the Michigan State defenseman, as he'll gather this one around the wall, as he will get some help from Vega, as it'll be Sullivan now pressuring for the Lakers, as that puck's going to go all the way down. No icing on the play. Spartans will throw this one out in front, as they'll get a quick chance here, beating out that icing call. Puck moved up top, as it'll be Corwin pressuring for the Lakers, as the Spartans will throw this one all the way down, giving the Lakers an opportunity to get some fresh legs. Brown, Langford, and Raphael enter the ice for the Lakers, as this puck pressured by Dorian. Spartans will find him, stretch pass, as they'll come up the far side, as they'll come wide, as this puck will be thrown just wide of the glove of Petrovic. Puck in on the half wall, pressured by Brown. Langford gives him some help, as this puck comes up the wall, blocked by Raphael. Dorian's going to find Brown coming up the far side, as Brown's going to hang on to this, as it'll be turned over at the red line. Spartans entering Lakers zone with 15 seconds. That puck blocked by Raphael. As that puck's thrown in front, just tipped wide. Good pressure by Corwin. This puck will come up into the middle, picked off by Brown onto the stick of Langford. Lakers can't get it out. Langford will get tripped up at the top of the circles, as that puck will be held as that period will wrap up. The Spartans hanging on to a 5-3 lead over the Lakers, outshooting the Lakers 36-14. We'll see you back in 15 minutes. this third period off. Spartans leading the Lakers 5-3, as this puck will be fended off down behind Petrovic. Pressured by Stock, as he will look for Dorian through the middle, as that puck will get deflected prior to the red line, and we will have an icing call. Spartans will opt to line up here off the blocker side of Petrovic, as it will be Langford on the draw for the Lakers, supported by Dorian and Brown, as this puck will be grabbed by Tim off the face-off. He'll find the stick of Dorian, unable to complete the pass, as that one will be back around, thrown just wide of the net. Pressured up top by Dorian, thrown, tipped in front onto the stick of Tim, as Tim will make a move, as Brown will throw that one off the heels of Stock, as the Lakers will struggle to get this one out of the zone. Spartans holding this one in the corner, as this one will get thrown all the way down, allowing the Lakers a change. Kavanaugh, Sullivan, and Vega, the front end for the Lakers, as they'll have help from Corwin and Poliski on the back end. Corwin losing this one in his skids for making a nice move around a Spartan, as this one will miss Vega off the wall. Spartans able to throw this one down, as they will dump this one down behind Petrovic. Spartans winning that foot race, as Corwin is unable to connect with Sullivan, as Petrovic will glove that one down, and we will have a whistle off to his left. 18:28 left in this second period, as Kavanaugh will lose an edge coming up through the middle, as that puck will be fanned on, picked off by Corwin. Corwin will hold on to this one before throwing it into the skates of the Spartan, providing pressure. Holding on to it on the half walls, he'll twist and turn, just missing in the middle, as this one will go to Vega behind the net. Trzynski, Vega, and Sullivan in the corner for the Lakers, as Vega will try to wrap this one through the legs of the Spartans goaltender, as Corwin will flip this one back into the Spartan zone, pressured by Trzynski. Trzynski joined by Williamson and Ropp, as that one will be stopped at the Lakers blue line by Ropp, as that one will then be picked off by Tim. Tim's going to come in here. He's going to have a chance, as he's going to hang on to that one, as that one will be stopped by the Michigan State goaltender, as a rebound almost kicks out back out to Tim. Tim unable to hold that one in off his skate, as Raphael will dump that one back into the Spartan zone. Pressured by Ropp, as he's joined by Langford. Langford flipping this one just out of reach of Williamson, as the Spartans will come back the other way. Nice toe drag move met by Raphael, as that puck will go wide, as he will find Williamson on the half wall. Williamson unable to collect as that puck sits in his feet, as the Spartans look for a man through the middle, as they're unable to connect. Brown hanging onto this one on the half walls, will turn that one over, gathered by Williamson, who will find his way to neutral ice with that puck. Spartans re-entering the zone, as they'll throw this one, patted away by Petrovic, as they will hold this one up along the blue line. Thrown, sticked away by Petrovic into the corner, as the Spartans will find a man far side. This one thrown on net, gloved out of the air by Petrovic, as we will have a whistle off to his blocker side with 16:17 left in this third period. Brown, Stock, Langford, Dorian, and Corwin on the ice for the Lakers, as Corwin will battle in the corner for this puck onto the stick of Dorian, as he will possess, throwing this one all the way down, as this one's going to go down for an icing on the Lakers. taking 15 seconds off the clock. As the Spartans will opt for the glove side of Petrovic with this one. As Langford will ease into this face-off. As he will win it back cleanly to Stock, wrapping it around to Corwin. Corwin's going to throw this one far side to Dorian, who will chip it into the Spartan zone for Brown first on the puck. Brown will be met by two Spartans in the corner, getting some help from Dorian as this one goes up top. Thrown by Stock, tipped in front in lane. Dorian is going to net this one for the Lakers as they're going to climb back within one on a good shot by Stock, tipped in front by Dorian. As Dorian's going to get a stick on that one, and he's going to get credited with the assist going to Stock and Langford. As Kavanaugh, Vega, and Sullivan will look to respond here with Corwin and the assist getter on that last goal, Stock. As the Spartans will ice this one down with 15:34 left in this third period. As the Lakers are able to claw their way back within one. Sullivan lines up on this draw just off to the right side of the Michigan State goaltender as they will possess this one off the face-off. Pressured by Sullivan as the Spartans will find a man far side. He's met by Vega, who will leave this puck for Corwin as him and Stock will play catch behind Petrovic. Vega unable to get this puck out as it's turned over, thrown just off the crossbar over the shoulder of Petrovic as the Lakers will get lucky here with a turnover at the top of their zone. .15:09 left in this third period. Spartans out shooting the Lakers 41-16. Can you turn that on? As this one grabbed by Tim, he'll find Sullivan on the wall, who finds Vega streaking through the middle. Vega throws this one as he'll split the Michigan State D. Grabbing this one as he'll try to wrap this one behind his back to Sullivan in front. This one held by Tim, thrown just over the shoulder of Kavanaugh. Wide as he pressures. Chipped in by the Spartans. As Poliski will leave this one back for Williamson. Turned over in the corner as the Spartans will get a chance here. They're going to throw this one just over the blocker of Petrovic as the Lakers will go back down by 2. The Lakers now look to claw back another 2 as Stock will throw this one down into the Spartan zone. Pressured by Trzynski. Corwin will have this shot blocked as he'll slap this one down as it's going to be a hand pass touched by Rob. Face-off just down out here in front of us. It'll be Trzynski on this face-off for the Lakers, joined by Williamson and Ropp, as Corwin will have that dump blocked, as it'll be Stock pressuring in the corner. Stock will tie up his man, grabbing that puck, leaving it for Ropp. Rop will find Williamson coming through the middle, leaving it for Trzynski, as Trzynski will throw this one on net, gloved out of the air by the Spartans goaltender. $13.51. As Stock will pump fake this one back down low to Langford. Langford will hold on to this one before finding Corbin up top. Corbin's going to throw this one, blocked by a Spartan in front. As that one's going to go to Langford, as Langford's going to throw that one, as he will beat the Michigan State goaltender, but that one's going to be whistled down for a hand pass. Stock will find Corbin far side. Corbin will throw this one a net blockered away into the corner, as Langford will force the turnover into neutral ice, as Stock and Corbin will play catch. Corbin chipping this one off that wall to Brown, as we will have an offsides call here on the Lakers, winding us down to 13-18, as the Lakers nipping at the heels of the Spartans, looking to claw their way back into this one. Spartans' shot lead has grown to 42-19. As Langford will win this one to Brown. Brown will leave it for Dorian. Dorian's going to throw this one just wide under the blocker of the Spartans goaltender. Spartans will possess this one down in the corner as they'll find a man coming out of the zone. He's going to beat Corwin, but met by Brown. This puck thrown in front. Good blocker by Petrovich, as the Lakers will get a chance here the other way, as Dorian will hang on to this one before leaving it for Langford, as the Spartans will take that off his stick coming back the other way. Vega forces a turnover, as it will be Tim now possessing it for the Lakers, finding Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh chipping this one further into neutral ice, as the Spartans will find a man stretching up the far side. They'll have a chance here. Met by Raphael in the corner, as this one goes far side, pressured by Tim. Tim knocks his man off the puck, as Raphael will chip this one up off the glass, looking for Vega, picked off by a Spartan. Cycled back around for Tim, as Tim will hold this one, looking for a stretch pass, as that one's going to find its way to Kavanaugh. As two quick chances for the Lakers will be held off by a whistle. This one back to Tim, as the Spartans will create a turnover coming back the other way. Gathered by Raphael, as that one's going to find its way onto the Spartan stick, thrown up off the glass. It'll be Vega pressuring for the Lakers, as that one's going to be chipped up and into the stands, winding us down to 11:44. Trzynski unable to win this draw, as Poliski will attempt to clear. This whole hold behind Petrovich, finding Williamson on the wall, as Williamson will take a body, moving this puck into the Spartan zone, as the Spartans will look to come back the other way. Puck down, spotted behind Petrovich for Poliski, as Poliski will lose a Spartan with a nice cutback on the wall. Puck just past the stick of Williamson, will get thrown back down into the Lakers zone. As Trzynski will chip around one Spartan, unable to clear the second, as that one's going to be blocked by Poliski in front, pressured again up top by Trzynski. Lakers looking to get a change here soon, as Corwin will leave this for Trzynski behind the net, as he will get around one Spartan, as he will take it out of the zone and get a clear, as this one will be whistled down for offsides, as we will have a face-off on the far side. 10:41 left in this third period. As the Lakers are going to get a misconduct penalty here. As Nate Corwin's going to get ejected from this game. As the Lakers will go short-handed here. We'll remain 5-on-5 as Gordon will receive a 10-minute misconduct. As that one will be on the half wall, as that will be cleared out by Langford. This one thrown far side, gathered by Stock, as he'll find Poliski. Poliski finding Dorian through the middle, as the Lakers will come back the other way. Dorian driving wide, as he'll have this puck stripped by a Spartan, flipped up to Vega in neutral ice, finding its way back to Dorian. Dorian unable to beat through the Spartans this whole hold. This one onto the stick of Kavanaugh, as Kavanaugh just unable to cash in on that opportunity. As Poliski will spin around with this one behind the Lakers net before Stock will find it, as the Spartans will throw this one, blocked away by Poliski onto the stick of a Spartan, as they're going to find this one back door, and a big save by Petrovic. This one up top also paddled away by Petrovic onto the stick of Poliski, as he will find Sullivan far side. Sullivan able to find Kavanaugh coming through the middle, as Kavanaugh will hold before just missing Ropp coming into the zone, as Stock will chip that one in deep. Spartans will hold on to this one behind their net, pressured by Ropp, as that puck will go far side. As the Spartans will have a chance here, that one sticked up over Petrovic, gathered by Ropp. Ropp looking for Sullivan through the middle, as that pass won't connect, and the Spartans will dump this one all the way back in. Puck pressured onto the stick of Ropp, as Ropp will get hit into the Spartans bench, so he'll find Williamson. Williamson will throw this one high up over the net of the Spartans net, as Raphael will keep this one into the zone. Dumped in, pressured by Brown, As Brown will find Williamson coming through the middle as he's unable to hang on to that one. Good step by Langford to break up a play as the Spartans will come back 4-on-3 the other way. Picked off by Langford, left for Williamson. As Williamson's able to find Brown. Brown won't be able to quite hang on as he'll gather this one behind the net. He'll throw this one off the wall up to Dorian. But it will get picked off by a Spartan. Good stick by Brown will knock this back the other way as he's just going to throw this above the reach of Langford. Puck back into neutral ice, possessed by Tim, as he will leave it to Stock to throw it up to Brown. Brown unable to get it into the Spartan zone, except that finds Dorian far side. That Dorian pass is going to get picked off, and the Spartans will get a chance coming here the other way. Nice move by Spartans players. He's going to throw that backhand up over the blocker of Petrovich wide, as Dorian will lay a hit on the half wall, as the Spartans possess this one up top. Good move around for Spartans defenseman around Brown, as he's going to beat Petrovich under their blocker, as the Spartans defenseman walks down around 2 Lakers and will find the back of the net past Petrovich. As the Spartans will take a 3-goal lead. There will be Kavanaugh on this face-off for the Lakers. Stock will chip this over for Tim, as Kavanaugh's going to blow an edge as the puck gets to him, as that will be pressured and picked off by Vega. Vega's going to find Kavanaugh far side, as Kavanaugh's going to throw this one, as it's going to go right onto the stick of Vega, as Vega's going to just poke that one wide of the empty net. This puck all the way around, gathered by Tim, and he'll find Kavanaugh coming through the middle. Kavanaugh makes a move, throws this one wide, as that one will go all the way in behind the Spartans' net. Gathered back by Tim, 6:40 remaining in this final period, as that will be gloved down by a Spartan in neutral ice. Chipped wide as they'll pick that one up. Stock there to knock him off the puck. Picked off by another pursuing Spartan, as they'll wrap this one all the way around behind Petrovich. Spartans holding possession in the Lakers' end, as that one will find its way to Petrovich, as he will gather that one up, as it will be Avery Tim down on the ice for the Lakers. Williamson will attempt to clear this one with help from Trzynski, as Trzynski is going to almost beat a man, creating an opportunity, as it will be Ropp pressuring for the Lakers now, as the Spartans are going to throw this one out in front, broken up by Tim. Picked off by Ropp, as he's going to be unable to clear, as the Spartans will possess this puck still in the Lakers zone. Thrown out in front, kicked away by Raphael, pressured by Tim, as he'll be first on that puck. He's going to find Williamson, as Tim's going to take a knee through the middle. And the Lakers will get a late power play here with 5:30 left in this final frame. That one will be thrown wide of the Spartans' net. Stock will leave this one back over for Brown. Brown's going to find Langford far side, as that one will just bounce off of his stick, kept in by Stock. Stock will move this one far side to Brown. Brown's going to hold this one, finding Langford far side off the stick of a Spartan, as Langford will be pressured held in by Stock, and Stock's going to find Brown. Brown will have some time. He's going to walk down before throwing this one into the chest of the Spartans goaltender. 5 minutes even left in this final frame, as the Lakers have a minute and a half left on this power play. As Langford will lose this draw into the corner of the Spartan zone, as they'll wrap this one up, kept in by Stock. Stock will move this far side to Brown. Brown's going to throw this one off the wall to Kavanaugh, as that one will be taken by the Spartans and thrown down all the way, as the Spartans will get a fresh set of legs. Vega will change for the Lakers, giving Dorian the ice, as Kavanaugh will try to keep this one in forward motion for Brown, as it will be turned away, possessed by Stock. Stock spinning around a Spartan, held by Brown, as he leaves it back for Stock coming up the far side. Stock's going to move this one far side to Dorian, as Dorian will attempt to leave this for Stock, as it's going to get turned over, and the Spartans are going to get a breakaway. Back checked by Kavanaugh, as Petrovich is going to pad that one into the corner for Brown. Brown leaving this one back for Stock, as he'll go for a change, as Stock will leave this for Poliski. Poliski's going to leave this up for Dorian, as the Lakers are going to turn this one over in neutral ice, as this one will go back for Tim. Sullivan and Poliski swinging, as Poliski will hang on to this one, finding Dorian through the middle, as that one will get turned over to the Spartans, as they're going to come in, throwing a shot just wide over the glove of Petrovich, as they will possess this puck back in a neutral ice. 5-on-5 hockey, as the Spartans will get a chance coming back the other way, as they're going to throw this one just up over the head of Petrovich, as that one will go wide off the netting. Gathered by Tim in the corner, as he goes head-to-head with a Spartan, as that one will find its way to the far side of the rink, pass thrown far side through some Lakers skates, as Dorian will poke that one through the legs of a Spartan and give chase. Able to fend off one Spartan, as he will receive some help, as the Spartans will come out with this puck, as the Spartans are going to take another penalty, as this one's going to get stopped up by Petrovich. As the Lakers will have a 5-on-4. This one over to Brown, as Brown will rifle that one, swallowed up by the Spartans. As we will keep an eye on Petrovich, as the Spartans will then win that one out of the zone on net. Petrovich spotting this one for Brown, as that one's going to get turned over, possessed by the Spartans in the zone. Spartans will find a man through the middle, as they're going to shoot and score, as they're going to go up 8-4. This one possessed by Dorian in the corner. Moved over to Poliski by Tim. Up top to Tim, as that one will be rifled on net by Dorian. Held on into the corner by Trzynski, as he will look for Poliski far side. Finding Sullivan behind the net. Unable to leave that for Dorian, as that puck will finally find its way. Grabbed by a Spartan. Chipped up and out of play into the score box. .133 left in this final period. Spartans leading 8-4. As that one won back to Poliski, as he'll leave that over for Tim. Tim leaving it for Sullivan up top, as Sullivan will hold on, as that puck will get knocked all the way down to Petrovic. Petrovic leaving this one over for Tim, as Tim will hold on, finding Dorian far side, as Kavanaugh is not able to possess that one. As Tim will enter the Spartan zone, pulling up, leaving this puck for Dorian. As Dorian will drive the net, throwing this one in front, looking for Kavanaugh's stick, as he's unable to complete that pass. Stock moving this one over to Langford, as that one will go just out of reach of Brown far side. .48 seconds remaining in the third period, as we will line up here off the glove side of Petrovic. 13 seconds left in that Lakers power play, as this draw will be possessed by Brown, held onto by Stock. Stock will move up the ice, gaining some speed, as he's going to move around one Spartan player before throwing a puck on net, as that one will get blocked away, finding Kavanaugh in front, as Kavanaugh is not going to be able to hang on to this one, as these Spartans are going to get a breakaway, as they're going to throw this one just up over the shoulder of Petrovic, as Langford will leave this one back for Stock, who will hold on to this one before throwing it far side to Brown, as that one's going to go down for an icing.